Way. Great ball for Smith. Smith's in behind. Hopkins chasing. Shoots and scores! Great forward again. Here we go! Lines it up. Lines it into the bottom corner. Really well there. Moffat cuts inside. Moffat! What the great shot! Welcome back to FBTV, part of the Football Brisbane Media Group. I'm Robert Blanche and we're here at the sunny, warm Spencer Park for this Round 18 Veto League clash between Brisbane City and Rochedale Rovers. And as the players make their way onto the field, let's check out the team lineups. Today's game is important for both sides, with the home team looking to avenge their midweek loss in the Canale Cup and also stay in touch for a top 6 finish. And the visitors looking to jump into second spot, 1 point behind the leaders, Wolves FC. Brisbane City coach Mark Dykeman will know the importance of today's match and knows his side will need no motivation after the mauling at the hands of the Rovers in the midweek cup match. He has changed up tactically and will be hoping his side can get back to the free-flowing football and stay in touch for a top 6 finish. Rochedale Rovers coach Tim Brown's side have been in poor form over the past few weeks, but knows they are only a victory away from turning things around. And with the return to form of talisman Carl Tabulo, he will be confident of a victory here today and a return to the title race in a congested table. The officials for today's match are referee Chris Beath and his assistant referees Sarah Ho and Rebecca Durkow. Burson goes short early. Ball clipped forward. Cut out by Thompson. Way. Dumpies. Tabulo, first time ball. Gets it back. Sprays it wide for Lovell. Lovell clips it into the box. Oh, Ruben Way! Free header on the edge of the 6-yard box. Should have got it on target. Lovell. Again into the box. Away. Tung. Murray loses out. And a free kick. In a dangerous position. Tabulo. Shoots! McLean reacts first and gives Rovers the lead in the 10th minute here at Spencer Park. 4 hands on head from the City players. They'll be disappointed with that. Austin with the flick. Bell. Austin again. Tight on the far side. Lovell wins the ball. Gets around his man. Goes down in the challenge. Way around the back. Cuts it back. Dumpies puts his shot well wide of the mark. Played quickly. Tung. Farinazzo. City looking to knock the ball around, up the line, over the top. Sato with the clearance. Dumpies with the header on. Lovell again, plays it in for Way. Short, Way goes round, gets dragged back but scores anyway and makes it 2-0 in the 24th minute. Rowley, I think, was lucky. If he hadn't scored, he could have well got himself a red card. City now have to get on top. They have to start to play. Bell in behind. 1-on-1 shoots and drags his shot the wrong side of the post. Farinazzo. City again look to play out from the back. They've not been as fluent as normal. McLean. Dumpies forward early. Tabulo. Back for Dumpies. Good challenge by Tung. Austin. Murray. Rowley with the overlap. Murray cuts back in. Slides it.
Bell with the first time ball. Murray! Great save at the feet by Aparicio, and Mundy comes away with the ball. Oh, poor clearance from Aparicio. Gets there anyway. Tung miss kick. McLean full way. Good feet. Goes down. Play on, says the referee. Oh, Ruben Way's had too much to say, I think. Picks himself up a yellow card. He's still chatting. He's getting himself into trouble here. Let's have a look. Tung's got the ball. But has he come from behind? That's the question. Mundy. Inside by Tabulo. Bursting away. Shepherd with the header. Oh, Sato's gone down. Ball played forward early. And a tame shot to Aparicio. I'd like to have a look at that again with Sato. Let's have a look. Oh, that's an elbow. It's got him clear in the middle of the chest. Let's have a closer look. Oh, Shepherd's got to cut that things out of his game. Thompson. McLean, great turn. Lovell, head up. Way. Back for Lovell. Dumpies, who stands on the ball. Thompson in with the challenge. Sato away. Oh, again. Late Shepherd on Sato. It continues. He's got himself a card this time. Goes long. Lovell with the header. And that's half-time here at Spencer Park, which sees the score. Brisbane City 0. Rochedale Rovers 2.
Half-time here at Spencer Park, 2-0 to Rochedale Rovers. And we're joined by special football analyst, Miron Bleiberg. Miron, what are your thoughts on the first half?
First of all, thanks for the invitation. It was unexpected. And it's annoying that you call me football analyst and not football coach. But anyway, that's true. Next year I'm going to be football analyst. Before I said something, I just tell you that I watched, that's how I know about the game. I watched the website Washline the other day. I was very impressive, and it wasn't in my time when I was involved in this league. And I watched some few clips that done by you guys, and very professional and well done.
Thank you very much.
As per the game, that's the second game that I watch in this Premier League competition. After a long time, I watched a few weeks ago some midweek game between Lions and Olympic. And I noticed that different from my era that I was involved in this league around 10 years ago, that the level of football is much better. I think probably the reason for it is that players, obviously, as much at that time, there was maybe 1 or 2 hours of football on SBS, and now it's saturated with football, with all other sources, including my new employer, Fox Sports, and whatever. So the young kids watching it, and they see the Barcelonas and the raw of the world, and they learning and they playing. And probably the other reason that I can see some few familiar faces. There's a lot of players that either been in the A-League or been on the fringe on the A-League or trial with A-League or belong to a youth team of the A-League, and that's obviously reflecting on the level of football. But I was quite impressed. Even Brisbane City, that's supposed to be the inferior side, and the ones that get beaten 2-0, they still try to play nice from the back, and the goalkeeper pass it to the back four, and someone from the midfield come and get the ball, and they try to do a build-up or whatever. So that's basically it. So quite positive. And the other aspect also, I think they're watching the World Game, and there's no anymore much the riffraffs that used to be in my time, you know, when used to come player from Vauxhall League in England and teach us how to kick each other. So it's much better. I'm quite impressed. I thought it after the first game the same, but that's the second game that I watch, and it's the same pattern, you know, players quite, there's no rough fouls, and the game is quite good. As per the game now, you know, at the moment, you know, obviously it's 2-0 for City. They're not much worse because the build-up, Rochedale is not much better than City, just the 2 mistakes. Ones that were frozen under the free kick, probably they expected the goal to be in the back of the net, and it was deflected and everybody just stood still. And the other one was mistake by Luke Farenado, that I remember him as a young kid, probably now he's one of the grandfather of the competition. and just personal mistake, and Ruben, which was ex-Gold Coast United youth team, finished it well. If City will make it 2-1, which is a close once or twice, so then the game is again open because there's not much difference between the two teams. So I think the next goal will determine. If it will be 3-0, it's all over. If it's 2-1, so there's still light in the end of the tunnel. But overall, I wouldn't discard and I wouldn't say that the game is over. There's still chance for City to do something. They're playing reasonably well. Again, the condition, I think, of the pitch, I haven't stepped on it, but from the coloring from here, doesn't look inviting. And that's, again, it's you see how the injustice, there's a lot of injustice in football, but you see it here that, you know, that not enough that the play is less supposed to be less skillful and less technical than the play in the A-League. They also have worse condition to combat with, and that's it. But otherwise, I enjoyed it, and well done for your work and well done for the player on the field.
Mundy with the throw. McLean still going. Brought down. Free kick to Rochedale. Tabulo. Oh, it's landed on the roof of the net. It had Burson beaten. Early throw. Ball across. Thompson. Heads clear. Lovell up the line. City look to build up again. Holt forward. Bell. Murray. Out wide. Rowley back inside. Paranazzo forward. Austin clips it. It's bouncing around. Shepherd puts it in at the bottom corner and drags one back for City in the 51st minute. Tabulo. Way. Dumpies with the touch. Lovell cuts inside. Gray out for Thompson. Dumpies. A great heel from Way. Dumpies. Well defended in the end by City. Austin inside. Murray. Back for Burson. Under pressure. Calm as you like. Rowley. Paranazzo forward. All giving it away. Burley. Slides it forward. Way. Good touch. Good defending in the end. Aparicio goes long. Way gets the head on. A good touch, Rowley. Still going, Rowley. Looking for options. There it is. Cut across. Oh, just too far for Austin at the far post. Way into space for Tabulo, who stands on the ball. City come away with it. Rovers win it back. Dumpies. McLean. Back for Dumpies. Clever ball for Gray. Again, they lose out in the middle of the park. Clip forward for nobody. Aparicio comes. Oh! Unnecessary bash into the back and gets a card for his trouble. Once again, the Japanese samurai. It's going to take more than that. Ball into the box. Away by Thompson. Bell. City looking more like it now. Murray forward. Good work from Burley. Great tackle. Lovell, 1-on-1. Cody Lovell, the shore it up. Great save, Burson. An important save from the City keeper. Aparicio goes long. Good win. Bit scrappy in the middle of the park. Rowley. City finally get it down. Start to look. They'll look to knock this around. Russell. Rowley. Into the box. Oh, touch from Bell! Equalises in the 66th minute! Oh, it's game on here at Spencer Park. They've dragged themselves back into the game. Holt here on the near side. Again, City look to break in from the back. Rowley on the touch line. Good work, Mundy. Good use of the body. Well done, Matt Mundy. Clips it up the line. Gives it away. One in the middle of the park again. Dumpy's forward. Way. Wins the race. Cuts inside Reuben Way. Shoots it again. Person denies him. Dumpy! She's Rochedale the lead again in the 73rd minute. Great strike, Keenan Dumpies. Forward, Russell. Looks to take on Mundy. Gets it across. Oh, again. Header was there, didn't get it. No. Shank clearance. Aparicio goes forward. Bomb. It's anyone's. Hastings looking to put the pressure on. Again, City clear their lines. Off Sato. Mundy will clean up. Under pressure from Russell. Once again, he's played it up the line. Rowley's come away with it. Good skills, David Rowley. He's got to the goal line. Clipped it back. Couldn't find a teammate. Bell. Tackled by McLean. Thompson with the throw. Headed on. Ronto. Has to get round to and does. Elliot Ronto. Breaks into space. Oh, and Rowley comes across. Diffuses the issue. Gray in there. Throw for City. Burson puts it up the park. Headed on. Sato back. Both sides scrapping hard. Thompson. Kay. Murray. Out for Milne. Tung. Changes direction. Still going. Cuts it across. Good defending by Estathis. Driven in. Way by Mundy. Murray. Edge of the box. Straight off Gray. Again. Ronto in space. Slides it. Way slides it even further. And Hastings! From the edge of the box. Smashes it into the far side of the goal. And makes it 4-2 in the 86th minute. Hastings back. Way. For Hastings again. Cuts in. Rolls it. Reuben Way shoots. Burson with strong hands to get it away. Hastings picks up the scraps. Goes for the corner flag. Burson short. Farinazzo. Plays it wide. Milne, first time back. Oh, he's given it away. Ronto. Oh, fantastic ball for Hastings. Gets around Rowley. And goes down. Well recovered by Rowley. Ball bobbling. Way and Milne. And that's the final whistle here at Spencer Park, which sees a final score of Rochedale Rovers 4, Brisbane City 2.
Miron, you said at half-time that if City came out and would have scored first, it would change the game. It did. And what were your thoughts on that second half?
Interesting, and it was good, and I'm happy that I was right. I'm not always right, most of the times. And we said that the game will change, and City deserves, they make it 2-1, and they deserve the equalizer, although it was a bit of not such a planned goal, but it was 2-2. But then, surprisingly, there was still quite a lot of time to play, and City completely lost shape and start to attack with 10 field players, and Rochedale make it 3-2 and 4-2, and could have made it 5 and 6. So the moral of the story is, you know what I mean, unless it's the last 3 or 4 minutes, keep the shape, always keep 2 or 3 guys at the back. If you deserve to score with good football, you score with 7 players. The extra 10 players adding you a bit up front, but completely expose you at the back, and that's what happened with City. So I believe, I wouldn't like to blame the coach, I believe it's not his instruction, Josh. They was so enthusiastic and so full of adrenaline after the 2-2, so they forgot where they're coming from. And Rochedale is experienced side and a good finishing, and they did it well. But overall, enjoyable game. 4-2, if we go every time in our life to a game and the score will be 4-2, we enjoy it. So I'm not coming very often, so I'm happy that I chose the right game.
What do you think that Mark Dykeman said or did in the sheds at half-time to bring the City side out in that different frame of mind?
I believe that he saw what I saw, that they're not far behind, and on the field, despite the 2-0 downs, they're not far behind, and they have their own chances. So probably what I besides correct some few technical, but in general, I would have told them, look, once we make it 2-1, we open. So let's start in a high tempo, try to make it 2-1, intimidate Rochedale, and then the gate will be open for us. And that's what happened. It's 2-1 and 2-2. It's like was in the book. But then again, then the game was even. I think City, they were not happy with one finger. They wanted the whole hand, and they will pay for it in the end. They paid for it in the end.
Okay, Miron, I'd like to thank you. We put you on the spot to be our analyst today, and I'd like to thank you for doing so.
It's my pleasure. Today it was free of charge. It will be always free of charge. But the point is that if I come and when we bump into each other, pleasure, I'll be happy to contribute and help. Don't forget that I have been involved in this competition for many, many, many years, and I still have a hot spot for it.
Nope, I want to thank you again and wish you all the luck with Fox this upcoming A-League season.
Thank you. That was a good practice today.
Kenny, a good victory here at Spencer Park tonight, going on from the Canale Cup win midweek. It would appear that I said in the last interview against Lions that it was very un-Rochedale-like. Not so today.
I don't know if the overall performance, was one that's going to strike fear in a lot of people, but a win was important for us. To get 3 points in a rest of slide that we've been on was very important. I mean, City are a very, very good football team. Maybe they're a team that suits us, so maybe we got them at the right time. No, as I say, the 3 points were important to us, and that's what we got. There was a couple of good goals in it, and yeah, we're pleased to. It's a lot easier doing this interview than it was last week. So
it doesn't get any easier for yourselves next weekend. The visit of Wolves could well be a season-defining game, probably more for Wolves, but especially again for yourselves.
I think it'll be 1 and 2, won't it? But probably 2 teams that are not in the best form they've ever been in. I mean, I don't think they've dropped quite a few points recently. So we both teams need to be looking over our shoulders a bit. There's other teams creeping up and right on the hammer now, so it's kind of wide open. But it's always an important game when we play them. Say City, probably a team that suits our style, whereas Wolves probably not a team that suits our style. So we'll have to come up with something. We look forward to it.
you'll have Tim Smits back next week from suspension, so that will obviously make a difference to how the side plays.
Yeah, Tim suspended this week, and obviously he's knocking on the door, being top scorer in this league. So we'll be glad to welcome him back. And well, I mean, maybe we've got a couple of different styles of play. One when Tim's playing, one when he's not. So he'll be playing next week. So. And yeah, he'll be handy to have one, because they're a strong defensive team, Wolves, and we need all the offensive weapons we've got. So
especially his aerial prowess, because Wolves are very, very good in the air, and probably the only person that can compete with them in the league is Tim Smits. And he'll, when he does win those flick-ons, he brings other players into the game.
Well, if they're very, very good in the air, maybe we should play on the ground then. If people know how good they are, well, that's what we should probably play on the ground. So we might look at a new style, see how we go.
There goes the 100% FBTV record. But again, still an entertaining and good game of football. Started slowly, I thought. Probably didn't get the rub of the green in the first half. Went to the Sheds at 2-0. What did you say in the Sheds at half-time to bring the side out with that new enthusiasm and play they did in the second half?
Well, Blanche, I probably couldn't do a direct translation because this is on camera. Yeah? But yeah, no, I was very upset, Blanche. The reason I was because I'm not prepared to compromise my style of play. I'm really not. So, and we never displayed that. I mean, we gave the ball. I think every single person of ours gave the ball away on every other time that they had the ball. And that's what, I mean, if you're playing against like a weaker team, you can get away with that. When you play these sort of teams, you have to keep the ball to win games. And I said to my guys, I said, those guys that don't want to be part of me, and then you have, you got to have a good look at yourself and saying, well, if we're going to play football and keep possession and play to the structures that we've been doing since last November, then we've got a chance in this game. And really, I thought the first 20 minutes of the game was a big difference. I really did. I thought we came out, we tried, we looked creative. I made a few little tactical changes, and everybody had a little bit of a skip in their step. But unfortunately, we made one or two. We seemed to have like one or two errors in us, and that cost us dearly. And I mean, it was a great finish to put us 3-2, and that sort of took. And then I went into Plan D, where I was trying to look at every other option that I was trying to look to get us back, and then they went 4, and that was it. So I think the bottom line, Blanchie, was we were just constantly giving the ball away, and that hurts you.
Can't do that against Rovers.
No, that's it. And I think, I mean, the standard of our individual skill and keeping the ball in tight areas was very poor. And at this sort of level, I expect more. It really is that, Blanchie, and I watch a lot of football around, and I see skills that people can do that. So it's just, I think today was one of those games. I don't know whether it's our guys get intimidated playing the top sides, and when you get the ball in tight areas, we give it away, and we've got to learn. If you want to be a good footballer and you want to go on to the next level, that's my job, is to take them on. They've got to be able to do that, Blanchie, and I give them a framework and what to work with, but they've got to make decisions on the field. And that's the key factor. I think our decision making was poor, and that led to a whole lot of sort of trouble on the field.
Rochedale got one-on-one. Aurelian pulled off a very good save, and for mine, I thought that was the turning point. I thought, here we go, City will turn this on now. But unfortunately, wasn't the case.
Yeah, no, it sort of does that. I think that when that happened, it was actually 2-1, and that would have given them. I think Cody Lovell had, and that would have been 3-1, and then we went to the other end and scored 2-all, and that immediately we got this huge sort of lift of enthusiasm and adrenaline going through the body. So yeah, it was. I mean, I think he had a couple of good saves during the day, and I thought he was pretty solid. I mean, he really was today, and I thought for us our best was DJ Riley. He was superb at left back. He just glides past players, and he was very good at the back. Yeah, and. Yeah, anyway, I mean, I tried something today playing Antonio Murray in the 10 role, so that worked nicely. When we got the ball to him, when he turns and he's going forward, I think he did not too badly in that role. And I don't know, we'll see how we go next week.
I was going to ask that question. We spotted Antonio in the 10, and again, for mine, for whatever my opinion's worth, I still say that he's one, if not the best striker in the league. And I wonder, what was the thought behind playing him in the 10?
The reason why I did that was that against Wolves last week, I think he touched the ball 3 or 4 times during the game, and I thought to myself, we had a training game on Thursday night, and I put him in the 10 role, and I said every time the defender gets the ball, every time the 6 gets the ball, you got to play him in. And I think we won 3 or 4 nil training, and I thought, well, okay, if he gets more on the ball and he's going forward, he can do a 1-2 or something and get him behind. But yeah, I mean, I think you're right. At the end of the day, I mean, he's lethal in front of goals and slipping past defenders and that. So, I mean, if you don't try something, you're going to die wondering. You know what I mean? So I think we got a couple of players coming back in next week as well. I mean, and we'll put him back probably in his 9 role again, and put Jared back in the 10 role. And because Jared and Bobby, I thought Bobby Russell did well when he came on. He was quite sharp, and he was keen to show a few boys that he's still there for the Raw. You know, so. Yeah, it was an experiment, and unfortunately it didn't come off. You know.
Rochedale victory here in the Veto League 18 clash here at Spencer Park by 4-2 over Brisbane City. Next week, the cameras will be out at Eastern Suburbs for the South East Queensland Diamond League match between Eastern Suburbs and The Gap.